Sauce, Evo, and Pat set forth upon their bicycles when fate, ever mischievous, struck. Sauce dropped his water, sending it rolling into the bustling road. Traffic halted in grand uproar, drivers flailing in disbelief as he retrieved it with solemn duty. Meanwhile, Evo and Pat chuckled awfully, their laughter shimmering like a gentle breeze. After the awful unks take Dylan out for a spin at the park, the day takes a turn for the worse, when there grows a 10-feet huge disc out of the ground. All of the unks are taken aback, but Pat, brave and muscular, dates to take on the challenge and eats it all up. However, after Pat's full, the unks decide to wander over to the spin Willesk, and go for a spin. Dylan goes first, hanging on for a dear life, only lasting 23 seconds, but Pat, a master rider, survives the full 30 seconds and crowns himself the champion of riding Whesk. Then the unks go to Readers to celebrate the historic event Ral. Upon the grand arena of the living room floor, to feline champions prepared for combat, first stood Ghost, a 30-pound juggernaut of rippling muscle, swift, silent, and ninja-like in every motion. Opposing her was Smudge, a 10-pound connoisseur of sleep, whose languid demeanor concealed the mystic power to cast slumbering spells upon any foe. The battle commenced. Smudge, surprisingly nimble, dodged and weaved with elegant efficiency, loosing waves of drowsy enchantment that shimmered through the air. Yet each spell Ghost evaded with acrobatic prowess. Then Smudge got ready for his ultimate attack, the sleeping spell Fireball. He wound up, keeping his on Ghost. Ghost looked merely unfazed. He reels as the spell, and Ghost tries to evade it, but can't. Smudge, however, used all his energy and falls asleep, leaving Amber, Pat's dog, to come in and lick Ghost because she smells like food Ral. Then Ghost is able to leap forward and pin Smudge to the ground, securing a victory and the treat bowl for today, while Smudge in Dreamland plots out his rematch. One beautiful day at the lunch table of the Orphle-esque group Ral, Pat abruptly pulled up after gooning to Diddy all fourth period Ral. When he finally arrived to the table after 67 years of walking over, he pulled up the Zesty-esque Godzilla lunchbox, which Silas peeped just at the perfect time to see two Oreos. Seeing this, Silas got a sinister, evil idea formed in his mind. He was going to steal the Oreos in a grand heist Ral. He gave Dylan a signal to distract Pat to get him away from the Oreos. And somehow Dylan, yet having so much ore spilling out of him, managed to push all of it into this one distraction Ral. It turned out to be so good Silas managed to steal the Oreos straight out of Godzilla's bravado Ral and sneak them under his shirt and into the bathroom with Evo running after him like an intellectual. Ral. When Dylan's Orphle-esque distraction eventually lost Pat's attention, he noticed his Oreos were missing, and Loke used his 6 or 7 brain cells to piece together that the unks ran into the bathroom to goon on his Oreos Ral. After his initial realization, Pat zestily came running over to the bathroom, flaps jiggling in the wind Ral to tickle us with expert accuracy that he learned from Diddy. In the end, Pat was too late, and Sauce and Evo were victorious in their grand Oreo heist, even though Pat almost made them fail with his Zesty-esque tickling Ral. Pat, realizing the time being a desk and a half away from the first day of high school, snaps right to the animating process. He was so locked in fact, he didn't realize that he was standing right behind him, ready to conquer Pat's cheeks Ral.